So Roku is going to remove YouTube TV from their platform because of Google's unfair demands. Let's go, guys. Let's get it. Hello guys, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that little bell right there so that you can get notifications every time I upload a video. Okay? Enjoy. What is up, guys? This is your boy Andy Matrix. Welcome to Andy Arts TV, where I talk about anime, movies, video games, geek culture, and Japanese culture. Okay, so check this out. Now, I don't use Roku anymore, but Roku, I gotta say, was one of my favorite devices to use. It was a small little stick, you connect it to the internet, and then you can download whatever app you want: YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Amazon Video, pretty much anything, any app that's available, Crunchyroll, Retro Crush, anything is all on that one device. And as opposed to, let's say, the Amazon Fire Stick, which basically strictly only has applications that Amazon allows you to use, right? So on the Kindle Fire Stick, there was no YouTube, right? But on Roku is a free platform. It's a free platform, and you can basically download anything on it, right? So now they're in a bit of a war with YouTube, and I've been following this news, and even TechCrunch is talking about it, and a whole bunch of other websites. But I am on CNET, and it's saying that Roku says Google's unfair demands may make YouTube app go dark, right? So in other words, Roku's planning on removing the YouTube TV app, and YouTube TV is basically like an option for cable cutters, basically like in other words, it's like a cable TV plan for the internet. It's only $30. And honestly, there's so much free shit out there. I would not sign up for YouTube TV with all the other free stuff and low cost things that are out there, like Tubi. Tubi is free. You don't need anything. And Tubi delivers news, movies, TV shows, everything for all ages, right? So on with the video. So it says Roku says Google is making anti-competitive demands in talks to keep YouTube TV on its streaming devices. Google says those claims are baseless. Right. Roku warned YouTube TV customers Monday that the live TV service may be removed from the company's popular streaming devices, saying in an email to customers that Google is making unfair anti-competitive demands that would manipulate your search results, impact the usage of your data, and ultimately cost you more. Listen, guys, Google is already doing this. With or without Roku, Google is already, manipulating search results. Why? Because they own it. During the elections, the presidential elections 2016, all the way to the Trump versus Biden, they've been manipulating search results all the time. It says impact usage data. They already have your data. They've been doing this for years. Don't be surprised. It says Roku stand up with Google concern only the App TV, a subscription service that streams live television. It says unfortunately, Roku often engages in these types of tactics in their negotiations. We're disappointed that those choose to make baseless claims. While we continue, it says YouTube said in a statement, all of our work with them has been focused on ensuring high quality and consistent experience with our viewers. Right. Listen, YouTube is owned by Google, okay? YouTube is owned by Google. Google wants your data. Google wants your data, okay? And they want it whether it fits through a Roku app, your cell phone, your laptop, your freaking Apple Watch, which they can. Apple made a deal that they're not going to sell data anymore. So they want your data in and out, okay? In and around. Now, it says here, a Roku spokesman said Monday that the company recently learned that Google may revoke consumers' access to YouTube Roku on TV. So that's why Roku's planning on removing it. It says Google is attempting to use its YouTube monopoly position to force Roku into accepting predatory, anti-competitive, discriminatory terms that will directly harm Roku or its users. He added, Roku said it. Roku said it isn't seeking greater payments from Google, and that Google has so far refused to accept Roku's proposal to extend YouTube TV. Keep this in mind that the Roku is one of the biggest streaming devices. Next to the Amazon Fire Stick, Roku's like on the top because it's a free platform. It's now watermarked with anything. It says, but in the last year, they've cropped up and launches many new streaming websites such as HBO, NBC Universal, Peacock, failing to launch with support on Roku. The latest standoff between Roku and Google's YouTube TV demonstrates that even long-term apps are agitating for power on popular platforms. Yeah, they want your dollars. They're competing for your dollars. And you know what? That's fine. Competition is good, but the problem is Google wants total control. Google wants your data. They want total fucking control. And I think Roku's okay with competition, but Google, now that they own YouTube, they want as much user data as possible. And that's why they're playing this game with Roku. That's the problem. Because if you're not using a browser, if you're not using the Google Chrome browser like I'm doing right now, it's hard for Google to read your data. Right? That's the problem. So, anyways, that is it for this video, guys. This is the world that we live in. Honestly, I don't know who uses YouTube TV. I mean, seriously, I have Netflix, I have Amazon Prime, I have HBO Max. But who the living crap watches YouTube TV? Because YouTube is already a free platform, right? So then you have YouTube TV, which is $30 a month. There's so many more affordable options out there. Also, Peacock is only like $5-6. If you want to watch like daytime television, things like that, like the Oprah show. But hey, what do I know? This is Andy Matrix. Thank you for watching Andy RCV. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Comment below and tell me what you think about Roku removing the YouTube TV. Subscribe to the channel, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.